Hello, everybody. It's been a while since we talked about Stranger Things. At this point, we don't think many people haven't heard about the show. The series was the #1 show across the globe at one point. In fact, we don't think it would be wrong to claim that there was a Stranger Things craze for the longest time. People were obsessed with not only the premise of the series, but also its unique atmosphere that combines 1980s nostalgia with fantasy and sci-fi topics. When all these come together with strong writing and intriguing characters, you get yourself the perfect show that can be watched by anyone from age 7 to 70. One of the best things about the show was the fact that it had a major central mystery at the forefront. So, even though many things were happening at the same time, in the end, all characters were aiming for the same thing: to solve the mystery that grips this beautiful small town. Another unique feature of Stranger Things was the fact that it was basically led by the child actors. Of course, we're not claiming that Stranger Things was invented to utilize child actors as protagonists. But we can confidently say that the show excelled in the concept by proving that the child-led shows can address adults and children can be as good an actor as the adults. The show's story was seemingly simple, but actually very complex at the heart. If we were to resemble it to other shows and movies, we could easily state that it's the combination of dark with Stephen King's It, both of which we adore. Stranger Things is following a group of kids who happened to notice that something weird was going on within their town. When one of them got lost, things got even more interesting and scary as the adults got involved in the process. Then, at the end of Season 1, we discovered that there was an underground, darker world that was holding on to whatever it can. There was also a little girl named 11 who has been the subject of some experiments of which the scope is highly ambiguous. Since that point, a lot has changed in the series and many things have been revealed. But one thing remained the same: our interest in the show. Now that we finally reached the 4th and final season of the series, we cannot wait for part 2 of this season to be released so that we can get a satisfying ending at last. The last 2 episodes of the final season are expected to premiere on July 1, 2022. The trailer for these 2 episodes is expected to hit the internet within June. The last episode will reportedly be 2 hours and 30 minutes long, which is longer than an average Hollywood movie span. This means that the showrunners were determined to leave all the fans satisfied with the ending and refused to rush things through with 40 minutes long episodes. As far as the casting is concerned, we expect to welcome back names such as Millie Bobby Brown as 11, Finn Wolfhard as Mike Wheeler, Gaten Matarazzo as Dustin Henderson, Winona Ryder as Joyce Byers, David Harbour as Jim Hopper, Brett Gelman as Murray, Caleb McLaughlin as Lucas Sinclair, Noah Schnapp as Will Byers, Sadie Sink as Max Mayfield, Charlie Heaton as Jonathan Byers, Priya Ferguson as Erica Sinclair, Cara Buono as Karen Wheeler, and Matthew Modine as Dr. Brenner. Which actors do you expect to see in Stranger Things Season 4 Part 2? Let us know what you think in the comments below, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and share the video. Thank you for watching. See you soon.